I think Xbox is going to buy Sega. I think they're lined up to buy Sega. And this is based on nothing except my gut instinct. This is not based on any insider news or knowledge that I have, but I saw this article and immediately I thought, yep, Xbox is going to buy Sega. So we know because of the FTC Microsoft trial that's happening right now that Xbox was interested in acquiring Sega. If you remember about a year ago, maybe even sooner than that, there were some Easter egg images being dropped from Xbox and Sega on Twitter and social media, and people were talking, oh my goodness, is Xbox going to acquire Sega? Now, if Xbox acquired Sega, it would absolutely be huge. A lot of people don't realize the breadth of the Sega library that is out there. They own everything. They have a huge library. And in Phil Spencer's email regarding Sega, or rather Microsoft's analysis of Sega, it said that it matches, they have a broad base library that they could utilize and use. And that's correct. Now, someone in comments, I did a video about this a few weeks ago or a few days ago when it came out, like, oh, Xbox wants to buy Sega. And I said, that would be awesome. That would be huge. And someone in the comments said, no, it wouldn't. No Xbox players play Sega games. That's the point, bro. That's the point. Like, Xbox, in order to get people into your Game Pass subscription, why not get people that are out there playing other games that aren't on Xbox to bring into the Game Pass subscription? Because, hey, you can play these games over on Game Pass for this monthly subscription fee rather than playing them or paying for them each individually. So this is an article over at purexbox.com. It's actually news broken by Bloomberg, but we're not going to Bloomberg because Bloomberg's news site is behind a paywall. Hey, Bloomberg, stop doing that. That's stupid. So shout out to purexbox.com. Love those guys. Sega remains very close with Xbox, but isn't open to acquisition talks right now. Well, wait a minute, X1. I thought you just said that Xbox is going to buy Sega. I did. We know they were interested. There were Easter eggs, and now we get this from Bloomberg. Here's what this article says. Back at the start of the week, it was revealed that Microsoft had once seriously been considering the acquisition of Sega. And now Sega's co-chief operating officer, I'm going to mispronounce this, apologies, Shuji Utsumi, has responded to the news. Speaking to Bloomberg, Utsumi simply told the outlet that the company wasn't currently open to acquisition talks. Quote, no, not now. Despite this, Utsumi went on to share a lot of praise for Xbox, stating that Sega is, quote, very close with Microsoft and has a great relationship with the management team. He then sung the praises of Xbox's Phil Spencer and Sarah Bond, describing them as people who are, quote, really serious about values that video game fans emphasize. The CEO also reportedly mentioned that Microsoft values Sega more than other platform operators, as it turns out. Anyways, that's the closing of that article. But we have Yakuza. We have increasingly more Sega titles. I mean, it's clear that there's a close partnership there between Xbox and Sega. Here's the thing. I think the key is right here in this quote. No, not now. Not now is why immediately I read that and said, yep, they're going to buy Sega. Like, that's happening. The not now to me is that they can't buy them right now with the FTC Microsoft investigation going on with them trying to close Activision Blizzard. If that goes through, I think it opens the floodgates to one or two more big purchases. This is a race to who has the most content. Subscription gaming is the future, and in that future, it will be who has the most content. And rather than, they've probably looked at places like Netflix, who was the only one for a while and who basically rented content from all of the movie and TV studios, and eventually had to make its own content. The secret is who has its own content, right? Who is making its own unique content. The easiest way to do that is just buy these publishers, and that way all your own content is on your Game Pass. And that's where Netflix has struggled, if you think about it. Disney came in and made their own thing. All these television, Peacock, Amazon, all these television studios and movie studios came in, and Paramount, and are making their own, HBO Max are making their own streaming services, really hampering the ability for Netflix to maintain that top spot. You avoid all of that if you just have a huge first-party game development library. Like, that's You avoid all of that. All of the games from Sega will just be on Game Pass. All of the games from Bethesda will just be on Game Pass. All of the games from Activision Blizzard will just be on Game Pass. You don't have to worry about making deals with those publishers. They're yours. They're on your subscription service. You win. Game over. I think it's happening. Again, you may laugh at me. You may say, you're crazy, bro. I may be. But my gut instinct here, based on everything we know, that they were in serious talks about acquiring Sega. His answer, Utsumi's answer here, no, not now. I think it's coming, guys. I really do. I think they're going to. It makes sense. It makes sense. There's a lot of Sega games on Game Pass. It seems like we're getting more and more. His praise for Phil Spencer, his praise for Sarah Bond, I think it's happening. I just think it's not happening right now. That's the key there. I'd love to know what you think. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Do you agree with me? Do you think that this will come through? That this is the next acquisition to drop? Let me know in the comments below. Xbox videos here every single day. If you like what we're doing, hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. I'm X1 the Gamer, and we'll see you guys next time.